Hello, fellow avian adventurers. Today I'm going to be birding around Calgary. We're in the middle of a snowstorm, as you can see. We had about 20 centimeters last night, and we're supposed to get another 20 centimeters today. So it's making for some snowy, beautiful winter wonderland scenery. I'm here at beautiful Griffith Woods on the west side of Calgary. It's a really nice park, and it gives you a feeling that you're alone in the mountains despite being right on the side of the city. Today I'm looking for some winter finches, maybe some crossbills or redpolls. Finch abundance has been pretty low this year for whatever reason, but I'm on a quest to find at least one of those species. So come along with me, let's go birding and check out this beautiful place.
One trend in Calgary parks is people leaving bird seed out. Not saying this is good or bad, but it certainly draws birds to certain locations. I watched a couple birds collect sunflower seeds on this log. Nearby, I saw this red-breasted nuthatch doing what I guess you could call hatching a nut. The bird uses this namesake behavior to open nuts and seeds. It refers to when the bird jams a seed into the bark and then pecks away at it until the seed breaks open. It sounds a lot like a woodpecker, so it can throw you off. I enjoyed watching this hairy woodpecker chip away at the bark of this dead spruce. This foraging behavior is called scaling. This refers to when a woodpecker removes bits of bark to reach prey living underneath. One of the most interesting parts of hairy woodpecker foraging is its use of percussion to find insect prey. Using resonance, it can tell when there's a tasty insect buried beneath. I wonder what it was eating here. Any entomologists out there know? I see there's types of spruce beetles, maybe something like that. I don't see a ton of hairy woodpeckers in Calgary, at least not on the west side of town, so it was a good find for me.
So I don't see the crossbills, but there are some way up in those spruces.
After moving around my camera a few times, I finally got a clear shot of this lone crossbill. It was calling from the top of a spruce tree. I'm thinking it was a young male, as it has more of a subdued red color compared to the bright red of a typical adult male.
All right, white-winged crossbill, new bird on the year. It was calling from the top of a tree, and then it seemed to have found a friend and flew off.
Despite the snow, these ravens were deep in conversation. These two could be a breeding pair, as ravens start courting and breeding at this time of year. Some might even be on the nest by now. It's hard to believe that timing works, but others do it too, like great horned owl. These mule deer were taking refuge from the storm among the shrubs on a hillside. They were napping and munching down on some forage. We have two species of deer in Calgary, white-tailed deer and mule deer. Mule deer seem to be far more tame and can be seen together in large groups in our parks, especially next to subdivisions. I watched them for a bit before I too sought cover back in the forest.
Here's the Elbow River. We're just upstream of one of Calgary's main reservoir, the Glenmore Reservoir.
I then checked out the Elbow River for waterfowl and saw the usual suspects, goldeneye, mallards, and Canada geese. It is amazing how hardy these species are. Canadians associate flocks of these migrating geese with the spring and fall, but as long as there is open water, they will stick around. In recent years, more and more geese stay over the winter. This is in part due to warmer winters and more warm stormwater entering our waterways. It is easy to overlook Canada geese, but they really are a good-looking bird with an abundance of personality. 2 days later, on a frigid day, I decided to head back to the park after the storm to hopefully get more crossbill footage. I heard a few, but they called sparingly and did not move much. That might have been because of this bird. a northern shrike, a fearsome predatory songbird that was hanging out nearby. I've seen a few of these birds this winter, but it is a species that is always a treat. Nothing like a natural-born killer songbird. Later in the year, I hope to capture its relative, loggerhead shrike, an interesting and threatened bird of the prairies. Not all the birds seem to mind the shrikes, though. This magpie was busy foraging nearby for something on this spruce branch. Maybe a seed, I'm not sure. It's amazing to me how many species can squeak out a living in the frozen winter months here in Alberta, and even more so when everything is buried in snow. Before my hands started to freeze, I took a few minutes to watch a few boreal chickadees forage among the spruces. Compared to black-capped chickadees, they usually stay a bit more hidden in the foliage under the cover of the branches. Griffith Woods is one of the best places in Calgary to spot this species, and you can do so year-round. Seeing this bird of the northern forest in town is more proof that Calgary is far more than just a prairie city. There's lots of different habitats and species to enjoy.
Well, thanks for watching the video. It's a winter wonderland out here, so I'm happy to explore Griffith Woods Park. And I'm also happy to get white-winged crossbill, a new bird on the ear, and a really beautiful bird. I really like them a lot. So it's mid-February. We almost lost all our snow here, but it has come back with a vengeance. However, I do think there's light at the end of the tunnel. Spring is coming, and I'm really excited for more birds coming back and more breeding behavior showing up, that sort of thing. So stay tuned for more nature content like this as I show you all that beautiful Alberta has to offer. Thanks for watching, and until next time, happy birding.